Hello, once again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, before we dive into this video, let's talk about the video sponsor, and that's Atlas VPN. All right, if you're interested in your own VPN, you can get one today with Atlas VPN. Um, already know that online cybersecurity is in check. So many things in check, and you can get your very own VPN today. So let's go in. Let's show you what the Atlas VPN is here. All right, protecting your online privacy and security. In today's digital age, almost everything we do is online, from shopping and banking to socializing and entertainment. We rely on the internet for almost every aspect of our lives. However, this reliance on the internet also comes with risk. Every time we connect to the internet, we expose ourselves to potential threats from hackers, cyber criminals, and bad actors. So make sure you get your Atlas VPN today. Now, this video we are actually discussing how, and we have done tons of videos on squatters already, but we are speaking about how um a city right outside of Atlanta called South Fulton, which actually sits in Fulton County, which is the city of Atlanta, how they're using tactics called intruder warrants to combat squatters. Now, they know if you have to evict someone, you have to go to the courts, and it takes up to years to get somebody at your home. But with intruder warrants in the state of Georgia, we're speaking about Georgia, at least the state of Georgia, if someone is in your property with having a signed lease with you, the actual owner of the property, you can use this rather than slower eviction process. File the warrant with the sheriff and show you are the owner. They will go to the property and require the squatters to show evidence as to why they are there. If they can't present a signed lease with you, they're out. Viola. I just saw this from a victim of a scam. So hold that thought. Here we go. Now,
Landlords going after squatters.
Having a hard time getting squatters out of their properties. You can see all of this that was taken out of this home right behind me. The city says they're seeing a combination of both more people squatting along with landlords learning about this specific warrant that will get squatters out quicker. Tuesday, Fulton County Sheriff's deputies executed the first of several intruder warrants where individuals have either illegally moved in or stopped paying rent and haven't moved out.
This is illegal, and it causes havoc in communities.
The post-COVID era, there's been a lot of squatters.
Channel 2 was there exclusively when Fulton County Sheriff's deputies executed the first 2 of 16 properties. City of South Fulton Councilwoman Helen Willis says it's an increasing problem in their city.
I get a call every week from residents that live within my district complaining.
So much so, deputized City of South Fulton police officers are training under Fulton County deputies, learning how to execute intruder warrants.
The process with intruder warrants actually starts with the landlord.
After knocking at the first house, a family of 7 walked out. The adults told me off camera they just paid the landlord. According to the city, the property owner had not been paid in nearly a year.
Squatting is not a solution to affordable housing.
The county says intruder warrants only take a few weeks to execute, while evictions can take a few months.
However, the difference between it and an eviction is the fact that an intruder does not have a landlord-tenant relationship.
Captain Phillips says landlords needing an intruder warrant must get a notarized affidavit of service and filing it with the sheriff's office's civil processing unit.
The person in the house does have an opportunity to say their piece and to get determined in court. However, if they do not, at that time, the intruder would be ejected.
At the second property, workers had to drill open the door when no one responded. A neighbor who didn't want to be identified said police were constantly being called to this home.
Since the real owner moved out, it's been a lot of people in and out. It's an Airbnb. I didn't like that.
And the city says the remaining 14 warrants will be executed in the upcoming weeks. Now, the sheriff's office says, hey, if an individual wants to contest this type of warrant, they have to show that they've been paying on that lease and also prove that they have a lease to be inside that property. If not, they'll have to get out, and then
All right, so as you can see, all of the aspects, the Fulton County Sheriff's deputies executed the first of several intruder warrants. There are a total of 16. So it was only 2 people initially that they told to get out. The reason why I'm making this video is because, first of all, I do like making these videos. Let's not pretend. But number 2, it really showcases, where squatters, well, homeowners in other cities and states, however you look at it, how you possibly can combat it, or you can go to your city council and ask them to pass a similar bill. Or maybe it's a similar bill already on your dockets, but that police department have not enforced those type of intruder warrants. All right. This is illegal. It causes havoc in communities. South Fulton City Councilwoman Helen Willis said, I don't want them in my neighborhood. Some of them don't obey the HOAs, the laws of the land. They don't keep their grass cut. They have riffraff in their neighborhood. It's just that some people just don't take care of the property if they have no ties to it. And ties is that piece of paper. Sometimes it gives you a different way of thinking. All right. Willis told Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashli Lincoln that it's becoming an increasing problem in their city. So this is just 16 properties. What about the properties where people haven't complained about? Right? Or people don't know about? It's still the ongoing issue. The problem is so rampant. South Fulton police officers have de-deputized and are training under. Fulton County's deputies learn how to execute intruder warrants. The process of intruder warrant starts with the landlord, Captain Neville Phillips said. It's becoming so bad until they open it up a whole department of these type of people, right? Now, I'm not being disrespectful what I'm about to say. I knew Detroit had a lot of squatters, but I did not know the Metro Atlanta had this many squatters going on, right? But now you see. All right, the process of intruder warrant starts with the landlord. All right. After knocking on the first home, a family of 7 walked out. The adults told Lincoln that she did just pay the landlord. That's a lie. She ain't paid a quarter in a year. What did she pay? They say it's $1,200. She gave him $14,000. I don't believe that. Squatting is not a solution to affordable housing, Willis said. The county said intruder warrants only have a few months to execute, while eviction takes months. See, the problem is in some cases is that people need to do away with the evictions. If it's no ties to that landlord, do away with the eviction altogether. All right. The difference between it and an eviction is the fact that the intruder does not have a landlord-tenant relationship. I just said that. All right. Phillips said landlords need the intruder warrant must get a notarized affidavit of service and file it with the sheriff's office civil processing unit. But be mindful, people that's looking at it in Philly, people looking at it in Detroit, people looking at Miami, every laws are different, and every police department is going to handle this different. All right. Phillips said landlords need an intruder warrant. Oh, I already say that. The person in the house does get to say their piece and have that determined in court. If they do not, at that time, the intruder will be ejected. A second property workers had to drill the door, and you saw that. So they are doing whatever they can to get these people out of their out of these dwellings. because these people are not behaving the right way when it comes down to people's homes, right? It's just not right. It's just not right. And I'm gonna stay on top of these stories because I see a lot of people don't cover these stories. And maybe I could make more money talking about gossip stories. But I want to stay on this level speaking about home and squatters, fake loans, fake deeds, mortgage pirates, and all of this stuff that people are doing to take over people's dwellings. All right. They are doing a disservice, to the people who needs their home, and need to be able to rent their home to great citizens. So I'm gonna stay on top of these type videos. This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Get your own Atlas VPN today. They're the sponsor of this video. Once again, we will see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, share the video. We're gonna keep